Health insurance is not intuitive. Our healthcare system is not intuitive. I'm not pretending that I know how to fix it. It is very complicated. I have helped thousands of people resolve claims issues at this point. I have seen some pretty complicated stuff, so I do have some experience. Everything I say today is not medical advice. It is not legal advice. I am speaking from my own experience and what I have seen work and what I have done in the real world to resolve some of these common issues. The title says Claim Denied for Timely Filing. Let's go ahead and read through this issue. This person, and I'm imagining a man here, could be wrong. It's funny when you read things and you have this image of who's speaking. It says, "Hi everyone, a year ago I was taken to the ER. It was outpatient, which means this person was not admitted. They didn't have to stay overnight. Oh, and I had to stay the night. When it's outpatient, that typically means that you're in and out the same day. You're admitted when you have to stay overnight, which is fine. Many people get all the lingo wrong. There's a little bit incorrect statements, and it's no fault of the person writing this. It's that this system is convoluted. It is confusing. It is not intuitive, as I stated before. All other claims regarding my visit, ambulance, doctor, etc., had been processed and covered by my insurance. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield as a insurance company, insurance provider. Okay, so here, usually provider in insurance land means the doctor, hospital, the healthcare provider. Generally, when in the context of speaking in health insurance lingo, provider is generally referring to a doctor, hospital, lab, surgeon, ambulance, all those sorts of things. It generally refers to a healthcare provider. In this sentence, I can read between the lines. I don't have to be super literal here. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield as a provider. So it means as an insurance company. Since it was outpatient, but it really wasn't, it was inpatient because you were admitted overnight, the benefit claims that it will be covered by insurance. So it was inpatient, and they're stating that it will be covered by the insurance. Around December, I checked my claims and it said it had been denied for timely filing. This happens. All insurance policies have a timely filing clause. You as the member or your provider signs an agreement with your insurance company through your policy, or your provider, your doctor's office signs a contract when they become in network with the insurance company stating that they will file claims in a timely manner. Timely is always defined. It's somewhere between 6 and 12 months for most insurance plans. Why is that? Well, the insurance company, most of their policies last for 12 months. So you sign up for insurance January 1st of 2022, it goes through the end of 2022. These insurance plans want to make sure that there's only so much claims run out. There's only so much lagging claims. They need that to mathematically calculate the claims that they're going to expect for the new policies. These underwriters and actuaries have to figure out what the cost of the plan is going to be for next year ahead of time. What they don't want is, let's say you go to the hospital and wait 3 years and then you file a claim. That would not be timely filing. With timely filing, as long as you can prove that you attempted to file a claim within a reasonable amount of time, you can overcome some of those 6 to 12 month guidelines. What I mean by that is, let's say you go into the hospital and you just changed insurance plans. Okay, let's say you give your hospital, the hospital billing person, the wrong ID card. That hospital billing person then will bill the incorrect insurance company That process of attempting to file the claim needs to be documented. At that point, the hospital will probably contact the member, say, hey, you don't have insurance with this company, and you will then update them and they'll try to file it with the new insurance company. Say 6 months has gone by. When that hospital goes to file with the new insurance company, they can provide the original claim that they filed with the incorrect insurance company to contest the timely filing denial. Look, we did the best we could. We tried to file it with this previous insurance company. The member was confused. They thought they had this, but they really had that. Oftentimes, those sorts of claims will be paid by your insurance company because you've shown that to the best of your ability, you attempted to file the claim in a timely manner. This member states, he continues, she person continues, I called up the hospital directly and I think they submitted a duplicate claim, which was denied again. I recently noticed the denied claims and the hospital stated that I do not need to worry about it as they have to submit an appeal. For whatever reason, these claims were not received by the insurance carrier. Remember, your doctor's office or your hospital's billing department, they make mistakes. They happen more than they like to admit. 90% of the claims that I deal with or my company deals with have to do with miscommunications between the doctor's office, hospital provider, the healthcare provider, and the insurance company. More times than not, it is an error from the healthcare provider's end. More times than not. I'm not saying that the insurance companies don't make mistakes. I'm not here to really advocate for insurance companies. I'm just here to tell you most of the time the billing department will try to make it sound like it's the insurance company's fault when it is in fact the healthcare provider's fault or the healthcare provider's billing department's fault. There's probably a mistake here. They probably wrote the wrong date of birth down. They could have written the wrong ID number down. They could have put the wrong date of service down. They could have put the wrong diagnosis code. There's a bunch of different things that the healthcare's billing department could have made an error on, but I am assuming here that that's most likely what happened just based off my experience. I checked with my insurance and they said something along the same lines as the hospital has not submitted the appeal and haven't checked back with insurance and said that I do not need to worry. He shouldn't really worry, however, and you'll see what I recommended to him. She person, I recommended that this person reach out to the billing department and request that he doesn't need to worry about it in writing in some way, either an invoice or an email stating you will not be charged for this date of service, or this date of service, you have paid all you owe to XYZ provider, and no further charges will be required. We are handling the administrative issues on our end, period, end of story. Most likely, this person will be fine. They should not be liable for an untimely filing claim with a hospital that is contracted with his insurance company. 99% sure that this hospital is contracted with Blue Cross Blue Shield, as most hospitals are. So I'm sure this hospital has signed a contract with Blue Cross Blue Shield stating that they will file claims on behalf of all Blue Cross Blue Shield members and will stick to the timely filing procedures, protocols, and so on. However, with that said, I have seen billing offices attempt to pin the bill on the member, and the member doesn't know any better, and they're just told they owe this thing, and if they don't pay it within a certain amount of time, they're going to collections, and people freak out and they pay it. I cannot attach the claim screenshot here for some reason, but it says that the amount charged was $1,000, but I owe zero. I have not received a bill, but I can't help but worry about the denied claim. I am new to the US and I don't have a full grasp of how exactly this works. Even if you were born here in the US, I'm sure that most Americans do not have a full grasp of how all this works. This is not your fault. Am I all covered? Do I need to do something? I'm kind of worried, and I hope due to this elongated time span, it might backfire on me. It might just be me being anxious, but I would really like to know if I should do something just in case. Okay, so this guy is anxious, he is worried, he is confused, or he or she is confused, and I do not blame this person for feeling this way. And I went through here, let me see if I can find my comments. As long as the hospital can show your insurance a record of an attempt to file the claim in a proper, timely manner, you will be fine. I would follow up with the hospital's billing department. If this is really causing this person a lot of anxiety, they should definitely reach out to the hospital's billing department and get something in writing from them. Okay, just in case there has to be litigation, in case they come back and they say, oh, this is your fault, and start pointing fingers at you or the patient and the insurance company. I would follow up with the hospital's billing department and request documentation of the claim filing. If they say, quote unquote, don't worry about it, I write here, request something in writing stating you have paid in full for that date of service. In insurance land, everything is based off of date of service. So you really want to make sure that you know the date that you went into the hospital and the date you left the hospital. That is your date of service. So you want something stating from the hospital that you do not owe anything for that date of service to that hospital. Once you have that, I would certainly feel a lot better if I were you. Okay, and this person replies and says, okay, I see. Thank you so much. Thank you for responding. I shall call the billing department and ask for a copy of the filing claim just in case. Any exact reason why I would be asking for it, they cannot hold it against me, right? Okay, so they can't hold it against you, right? Pretty much they are on the hook. According to their contract, and I even write that here, I said according to the hospital's contract with your insurance company, the hospital would have to have signed a contract stating, so when I say your insurance company is contracted with this hospital, that means they're in network. They're an in-network hospital. So in order to be an in-network hospital, they have to sign a contract with these guidelines, these timely filing guidelines, stating that they will file claims on behalf of all Blue Cross Blue Shield members. Okay, the hospital would have to have signed a contract stating that they have X number of months to file these claims. It is the hospital's responsibility to file the claim with your insurance carrier in a timely manner. However, sometimes hospitals and providers try to pin the charges on the patient. Requesting the documentation is to protect yourself. If you get a copy now, at least you would have a copy of the claim showing the timely filing so that you can appeal it yourself if you have to. I have had to do this for people. I have seen hospitals come back and just keep invoicing the patient month after month with big red writing stating that they're going to go to collections, and the insurance company keeps sending EOBs, explanation of benefits, in the mail to the members stating that it has been denied for untimely filing. So the member's getting it from both ends and nobody's doing anything. At that point, if you already have the documentation that the claim was attempted to be filed in a timely manner, you yourself can call your insurance company and appeal it and send in that documentation to prove that there was timely filing. It's sad. Your provider's office and your hospital's billing office should be doing this for you, and they likely will because they want to get paid. as well. They don't want to deal with this either. But I've seen where they don't, and the member has to file the claim on their own and include documentation of timely filing. I said it will probably turn out okay, but I have run into a few instances where the provider's billing department really drops the ball, and that documentation is required to get the claim processed to overcome the timely filing clause on your insurance policy. Every health insurance policy has a timely filing clause, and those clauses are clearly stated in the contract that your provider's office signs with the insurance company. It's usually 6 to 12 months, and it's very clear, and every provider with a billing office knows this. They know what the timely filing guidelines are. Okay, and this member says, "Oh my God, thank you so much for this detailed response. I now understand why I would need to do it. I shall be calling the billing department at the hospital ASAP to get the documentation. This was a very stressful situation for me, and your knowledge on this has helped me get a better understanding over my next move. Thank you once again." Okay, so this makes me very, very happy. These are things that me and my company does for people every single day. I exclusively work with business owners and their employees. However, this is a way to share with you. I can't share employee-specific information because that's all very private information, but here this person is sharing it in a public forum, so I have the ability to share some of my work with you and some of the ways that we help people through this system. One more thing, if you're a client, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate all the testimonials that have been rolling in. If you're not a client, I have a link down below for an application, a questionnaire. Once completed, we can hop on the phone together to see if I can help you. I appreciate you hanging out until the end, and I'll see you next time.